for another minute. Yeah. Try to get the pregame show in, all the sponsors.
Yeah. That's good. Were you here yesterday? I guess you were football, yeah.
Shane dominated the last, and they
were bringing 8, 9, 10 in the box, and we took advantage of it a couple times, but not consistently.
You get like that deep slanted call there, looked so good, and when Anderson rolled out and threw it off me, but then there was a hold. There's some passing plays that make things look so good, and you go, yes, but then not quite consistent enough.
Well, we have there in the first half, we did pass to Casey. I don't know if he'd have been in or not.
Oh, yeah.
But he was in the end zone right in the corner and just threw his hand right through his hands. And, those are plays you got to have when you're playing a good team just to keep in it. So, and we let him give up the score right before that.
Oh, I know, and you got the ball with like 4 minutes, and I was thinking, okay, we can put together a drive and score here. Went the other way.
Yeah.
Well, girls are looking good.
Yeah. They're going to have to play to be the same place, too.
Oh, yeah, they're good. I better go on, actually.
Nice shirt.
Yeah.
All right, Bill. Good luck.
Thank you.
Still set point for the Rebels, match point for the Rebels, championship for the Rebels coming up if they can get one more point.
Rebel volleyball is on.
Fisher serves, Hopkins, great pass up front, Cornea sets left side, Grohl hits, back corner, was it in there? It was tipped, and the Rebels win 25-19, 3 games to 1.
Last season, Coach Cindy Stewart and the Rebs climbed back to the top.
Sierra sets left side, Julia hits it hard and splits the D, and it was deflected out of bounds.
They pounded their way to a 17th Rich High School Volleyball State Championship and brought the trophy back home.
Alicia again with the serve. Vicious serve, and it's a service ace. A lot of mustard on it.
With a reloaded roster, the Rebels take the court with their sights set on defending the title and making it 2 in a row.
Larson serves again. This one passed to the up official. It's a service ace for Risha.
Turn up the volume, Rebel fans, and join us for Rich Rebel Volleyball on Rebel Radio. KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video online at mylocalradio.com.
Set up front in the middle, set is blocked. On the attack, Julia Hopkins with an epic recreation block of the game.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, T-Bar S Body Shop Technoglass of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, West Star Printing in Evanston, Edwards Furniture in Logan, and by mylocalradio.com.
Hopkins passes, Cornea sets into the middle, Peart touch attack into the middle, and the Rebels win 27-25. Perfect placement by Savannah Peart.
And now, Rebel volleyball fans,
slaps it down, diving dig by Amber Leaf.
Get ready as we head to the court to join the play-by-play voice of the Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Things moving along quickly this morning at the Sevier Valley Center. Enterprise dominates Beaver, a little more than the Rich Rebels did. Rich beat Beaver without any trouble, 25-18, 25-14. Enterprise started a little bit slow, but ended up winning, I think it was 25-13 and 25-10 over the Beavers. Rebels will play Enterprise a little bit later on today, but Rich will face North Summit first. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Our pregame show starts when we return. It's the Town of Randolph pregame show after this on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Randolph
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
Welcome back to the Rebel Volleyball on KADQ. The Rebels this morning will take on North Summit after beating Beaver in a couple of straight pretty solid wins, 25-18, 25-14. Rich turns their attention to North Summit, a team that won the 2A championship last year, graduated a lot of players, some Richens, a Blomquist. Hunter Vernon is back. She tweaked her knee a little bit yesterday, but is out there playing today, and we'll hope she's okay. North Summit earlier today beat Enterprise. Enterprise beat Beaver. So teams, Beaver looking like the bottom team in this pool, and the top spot will be competed between Rich, Evanston, and Enterprise, or it's not Evanston, Rich, Enterprise, and North Summit. And the Rebels will play North Summit here in just a couple of minutes. North Summit North Summit rather came in as the number 2 seed from Pool C. They lost only to Panguitch. They beat Grand and Manti yesterday. And so, boy, there's just a lot of teams, several teams, I think, at the top. North Summit, I think, could be one of the top teams. Panguitch, Rich, Enterprise, we'll see. North San Pete is very good. They're still alive. They're in the championship bracket on the other court. Several very good teams that I think could win this tournament. We'll see how things shake out. Rich has to focus right now, though, on North Summit. Rebels coming off that 2-0 win over Beaver, again, 25-18, 25-14. Your scene set is brought to you by Pugstone Sporting. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all. We're going to get underway here in just a few minutes, so let's jump ahead in our pregame show brought to you by the town of Randolph. Again, your scene set has been brought to you by the Pugstone Sporting, your Bear Lake all sporting goods shop. Comprehensive Family Dental, Dr. Sean Grohl Coaches Show coming up in just a moment on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the 4-way stop in Garden City.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210. Ryan Steineckert with Coach Cindy Stewart of the Rich Rebels. And Coach, looked like a solid day yesterday, going 3-0 against those other bigger teams, those 2A and 3A teams.
Yeah, it was a good day for us. We served well, and we just played really good. We passed good. Some of us passed good, and some of us not so good. But we made, as a team, we passed well, served well.
I was looking at scores, and it looks like the first sets against all 3 of them, you did were more dominant, or a better performance. The second sets against all 3 opponents were real close.
Yeah, I don't know. We get fired up. The girls realized too, but in all 3 games, we would miss one serve the beginning, and then the second game we'd miss 6 or 8. And so that against that one team, the Carbon team that almost beat us 25-23 or 26-24, we missed 8 serves. So serving is our first attack, and so we have to go with that.
Is that mostly a mental thing? 90% of the game is half mental. Is that what it is on missed serves mostly?
Yeah, or they just lose. I can't imagine losing your focus at that time, but you don't want them to carry a bad pass into the serving, or maybe didn't block or did something wrong. But yeah, it's just a matter of staying focused. We work on that every day because we compete with ladders, We might have 2 in a row, and then the other girl, if I miss it, she gets my points. So it's hard for me to think that is hard for them, but I wish they would really focus more on, if we'd stay focused and serve, we'll do well today.
We talked about the bracket earlier this week, about the pool that you were in, and did you expect to go 3-0 yesterday?
Yes, I did, yeah. I wasn't sure how strong South SEVIER would be. You never know. He used to coach at Richfield. It's Brett Beagley. He runs this tournament. He coached at Richfield for years, and they were strong. So he retired, and South Sevier said, come coach our team. So he's doing a good job. He has some big girls. They all have big girls. They're all tall girls.
Did you have a chance at all to watch Panguitch, who you may see later on at the state tournament, or Enterprise and North Summit or North St. Pete that are good teams today?
Yeah, Enterprise is playing North Summit right now, and they're in our pool. And North St. Pete is looking strong as ever. And Panguitch beat North Summit yesterday, so they're all strong. They're good, strong teams, all of them.
What about your opponents today?
Been watching Enterprise because they have that big outside hitter, number 10, that can smack it right down. So you just always she draws your attention. And they're always real strong. They're always in the top 4. North Summit's got the Hunter girl back. She had the knee injury that was so bad. She's real strong. When she's on the back row, they're not as strong. So we got to really do some damage when she's on the back row. North St. Pete just runs all kinds of quick stuff. So they're probably the favorite of the tournament, North St. Pete.
They've won it the last 2 or 3 years, haven't they?
Yeah. I'm surprised she keeps coming back.
How do you feel like the team's playing? I know you've been looking forward to this tournament, some good competition. How things going?
Good. They had fun. When it was a good day, obviously, when you win. So we'll see when the competition gets tough, how we react. That's what we need to see, if we can hold our composure. Yesterday, we were down 15-20 against Carbon and come back and beat them 26-24. So that was a good run for us. It shows that we can do those kind of things instead of just folding over.
Anything else we should touch on, Coach?
Nope. We'll just hope to have a good day, and just so we can serve and pass. I think we'll feel good about ourselves, and we'll see how it goes.
That's what you always say. Serve and pass, do it well, you'll be good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Coach Cindy Stewart, thanks so much for your time. Good luck today.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks so much, Coach Stewart, on the Coaches Show, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. A real quick look at the Laketown Ledger, brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the Mayor and Town Council of Laketown. Rebels versus North Summit have lost 5 in a row. They going back to 2008 is the first time, and I know they met before this. My records go back to 2002, and in that span, the Rebels have played North Summit 11 times. Rebels won the first 6 from 08 to 13, didn't lose to North Summit, but since 2014, the Braves are 5-0 against Rich. The Rebels have won several sets, but lost the last 2 years here at this tournament 2-1 against North Summit. That's your Laketown Ledger, brought to you by the town of Laketown. Real quickly, jumping into our starting lineups, brought to you by the Randolph Country Store. For the Rebels, it's the same as usual. Larson, Hopkin, Hatch, Peart, and Grohl on the floor. For North Summit, just got my hands on their roster. We're going to have to take a quick look at this again. Didn't have a chance to catch up with Coach Samantha Stevens, but she's got Hunter Vernon, a returning All-Stater from last year, along with Brecklin Murdoch, Gracie Peterson. Trying to look through ponytails to see these numbers. It looks like Kennedy McQueen is a starter. And we're going to have to get the rest of those to you here in a bit as the Braves start off with the Station in Randolph beginning serve here for your convenience needs. And it's a service error. Too long. Rebels let it go. And Rich leads 1-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Let me get that up there for you on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Let's see, I mentioned Gracie Peterson. Looks like Tisha Richens is also out there. Rebels serve. Savannah Peart dug up, bumped over by the Braves. Pat Smith with a nice pass up front. Kiara sets, hit by Hopkin through the block. 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels get a nice attack put together. Looks like out there also, well, I'm trying to find those 6th starter. Not a good serve. Receive. Hunter Vernon hits it with the left hand out of bounds. And Rich is on top 3-0. We'll call that a Circle H Land and Cattle Company service ace. I don't think it officially will go in the books as one, but it's as good as one as it results in a quick point for Rich. Peart serves again, bumped up front. Good pass this time. They set it up left side. Hit. Rebels dig it. Kiara Grohl. Larson bumps it high near the net. Rich can't get it over, and it's on the floor. Point to the Braves. Rich on top 3-1. Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Dropping back to serve, Kennedy McQueen. One more player out there I haven't figured out. Oh, Hannah Lamon is the 6th player out there for North Summit. Rebels set it up. Hopkin hits it, and it's dug up on the back line by McQueen. Big hit. Rebels dig high in the air. Smith bumps it back inbounds, and Hopkin bumps it over. Bumped up front, set to high and outside. Hunter Vernon hits off the net. She hit it too low. It was blocked by the nylon, and it's 4-1. Rich with the lead. early on here in set one, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Talisha Larson with the serve. And this one coming right at us is bumped up front. Good pass by Richens and hit down. Tisha Richens gets the attack and the kill. 4-2. Rebels got a nice effort from Marisha Larson diving to get underneath it, but couldn't get there. So serving is Brecklin Murdoch, the sophomore. She's got some really nice height, very tall. Rebels set it up. Hopkin hits, and Murdoch able to get there and dig. Set up high and outside. Hunter Vernon slaps it to the back corner, cross court. Peart digs. Kiara set high and outside again for Hopkin. Back line, and a Brave is in the net. 5-2. Rebels with the lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Again, this first set is brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Kiara Grohl serves. Vernon shanks it off to the side. That's a rare mistake you'll see from Hunter Vernon. He's a very good player, probably one of the top players in the state, at least the last 2 years, maybe the last 3. But dealing with some knee issues has really limited her action and probably limited some of her development. Kiara almost an ace. It's barely dug up by Peterson. Bumped over and out, and the Rebels let it go. Great court awareness. Kiara knew right where she was, and somehow I didn't see her look down at the court, but she was right on top of that line. Let it go. Stuffed by Julia Hopkin on the attack. It's dug up, punched over. Then Sydney Hatch goes up on a happy birthday and cracks it down. 8-2. Rebels with the lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, and Coach Samantha Stevens takes a timeout. We'll take a quick one, too, on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative.
Go Rebels!
Coming out of the quickest timeout in the history of volleyball, both teams got back out on the court. The Braves set up an attack, hit it wide and out. Rebels get the point. Rebels serve again. Vernon hits hard. Rich digs it, bumped up high. Rich trying to keep it alive. Marisha Larson can't quite get there, and it's 9-3. Point to the Braves. They get the side out. Coach Stevens must have just said, "Girls, get it together. Let's go." Back on the court they went. Rebels receive, set it up. Hopkin hits off the side of the block and out of bounds. Vernon, or not Vernon, but Alyssa Richens was there. But Rich with a nice attack. Hopkin, boy, she just reads the defense so well. And she does so many things so well as an attacker. Set high and right side. Vernon hits hard. Nice dig by Smith. Maybe your J-Bar Excavation dig of the game. Savannah Peart with the Bear Lake Realty kill. And I'm going to have to write that down as a J-Bar dig for Amber Smith. Digging Hunter Vernon's attack. 10-3. Rebels make it 11-3. I think it's 10. I may have missed a point. Rich sets it up high and outside. Peart bumps over. No, couldn't quite bump it over. That set was right at the net. And I've got a 10-4 score. I must have missed a point. Scoreboard has 11-4. We'll keep an eye on that and see if that changes in the next minute or two. Smith receives, gets a good pass, and the hit by Peart is down. 11-4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And Rich will drop back to serve. Amber Smith down the line, bumped up front by McQueen. Set up in the middle. Rebel 3 blockers are there. They deflect it and do the job. Set it up. Peart hits cross court. Lunging dig by Murdoch. Keep it in the air, but up at the net. And Rich earns the point. 12-4 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my score. Make it 13-4. Rich on top as that scoreboard has maintained the score. I must have missed a point. Brecklin Murdoch receives. Set up outside. Vernon, nope, not Vernon, but McQueen off her back foot hits it into the net. And the Rebels rolling. Make it 14-4. And Coach Stevens takes another timeout. She says, boy, we got to figure this thing out. We'll take a quick break and be back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Your vehicle represents one of the major investments you'll make in your lifetime. If you have an accident, large or small, take care of your investment with a professional team that understands the value of your vehicle. T-Bar S Body Shop and Technoglass of Evanston has been repairing and restoring vehicles to just like new condition for over 7 years. Don't trust your investment to just anyone. Let T-Bar fix your car. T-Bar S Body Shop and Technoglass of Evanston. Stop in today for a free estimate. 515 County Road.
Another super quick timeout. The Braves return it, Rebels return it back, and then we have a violation. I didn't see what it was, but it's against the Rebels. Make it 14-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And serving is Tisha Richens. Rebels set it up high and outside. Peart hits, deflected by the block and kept in the air. Set up in the middle. Murdoch hits back corner. Nice attack. Brecklin Murdoch, the sophomore, the outside hitter, finds a nice spot in the back corner. Rebels couldn't get there. Back to serve is Tisha Richens, I believe. Yeah, number 14, Tisha Richens. Rebels get a nice pass, set up high on left side. Peart hits hard, dug up, down toward the middle, tipped across, and a Rebel point. 2 hits on the set by North Summit. Rich leads 15-6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich coming out a lot more with a little more intensity than they had against Beaver, and that translates right in on this play to a service ace from Risha Larson. 16-6. Circle H Land and Cattle Company ace from Risha. Circle H Land and Cattle Company proud to support the Rich Rebels. Risha again to serve. A lot of movement on the ball, and it's shanked off to the side. Braves keep it alive for a moment, but not long enough. We'll call that another service ace by Risha. 17-6, Rebels on top on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Risha with another serve. This one shanked off to the side again. Kept in play, bumped and slapped to the back row. Hopkins passes high. Kiera high and outside. Peart comes in, hits it down the line, bumped in the air, bumped high in the air back corner. Vernon, long bump over the net, gets it in and over. Smith passes, Rebels set it up. Peart hit, deflected, and Hunter Vernon keeps it in the air. Set up, hit, deflected by the Rebels, out of bounds. And a point to the Braves, 17-7. Hunter Vernon is still on that back row, and this is a rotation where Coach Stewart told me we've got to we got to take advantage of when she's back there, because that's their biggest strength is when she's up front. That's their biggest weakness is when she's in back. Peart hits, and it's dug up. Set up high left side and push toward the back corner. Smith passes up front at the net. Kiera tries to play it off the net, can't do it. 17-8. Braves battling back. Gracie Peterson, the sophomore, opposite hitter, middle blocker, serves. Hopkins passes. Kiera, nice set. Peart hits, deflected, no, blocked by the block. 17-9. It fell on the Rebel side of the net. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Be right back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
Another very brief timeout. Rebels and North Summit go back and forth a little bit, and then Rich bumps it over. North Summit hits too far, long and outside. 18-9, Rich with the lead. Savannah Peart serving toward us at MyLocalRadio.com. Rebels in the long sleeve blues, Braves in the short sleeve black with gray or with pink numbers, hot pink. Hopkins hits, dug up by the Braves, hit and deflected off the block, and it's Brecklin Murdoch again. Make it at 18-10, Rebels lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. North Summit, a number 2 team out of their pool yesterday, lost only to Penguich. They beat Grand Manti. Kiera sets high left side. Hopkins just smashes it down the line, hits it right at the hands of Gracie Peterson, who hits it backwards to the bleachers, right in front of Principal Larson and his better half, sitting right down here in front of me. Talisha Larson serves. Good movement, great serve, good pass. Hunter Vernon hits down the line, and North Summit gets back around in the rotation to have Hunter Vernon. The Rebels have got to get a couple of quick side outs here and get her back around in the rotation to the back row. Brecklin Murdoch serves. The sophomore just clears the net. Strong serve. Peart with a good pass. Set up. Hopkins pushed down the line in the corner, and she gets it. What a placement by Julia Hopkins on the Bear Lake Realty kill. And Rich leads 20-11 on the Stacy's repair scoreboard. That touch attack was fantastic. Pass up front, not a good pass. Bumped across by Lamon and then slapped over by Vernon. Rebels get a good pass. Kiera sets high and outside. Hopkin again just smashes it right at Gracie Peterson, who cannot control it. Boy, I'd be cowering in fear if Hopkin was going up like that against me. Credit to Peterson that she's doing her best, but she just can't. There's nothing you can do with that. High pass outside to Vernon. Touches it down the line. Rebels dig and dive and keep it alive. Kiera Grohl with a J-Bar Excavation dig of the game candidate. Rebels set up and block the attack by the Braves. Then Hatch slaps it back. We go back and forth. Rebels bump it high. A lift called against North Summit, and Rich leads 22-11 on the Stacy's repair scoreboard. Kiera Grohl with another service. Bumped, kept in the air by Murdoch. Set up high left side. Vernon with the crush. Boy, she hits that hard. She's got some real power. 22-12. Rebels couldn't get underneath it on the back line. And, boy, if North Summit could set that up every time for Hunter Vernon, it would be a different match. A different first set brought to you by Rolene Kennedy. Fortunately for Rich, they're passing the ball pretty well so far. Ball serve just clears the net. Rebels keep it alive. Hopkin pushes it to the corner, and it's dug by Murdoch. Set up high and outside. Vernon again, and this time she just drills it through the block. No chance for Rich to get underneath that. 22-13. Rebels need a side out here. They get Vernon. She's on, I believe, the right side of the front row, and the service error will help Rich out. Makes it 23-13. 2 more points for a set 1 victory as Julia Hopkins serves toward us at mylocalradio.com. Murdoch passes high. Good lunging pass. Bumped and punched over. Rebels bump it high. Kiera sets and Peart hits it down the line. A diving dig effort, and the Braves keep it alive. Smith with the pass. It's on the back line. Kiera bumps up front. Peart pushes it over. Set up in the middle. No, not a good pass, or not a good set. And between Tisha Richens and Hunter Vernon, they couldn't decide who was going to go for it. Neither could get it over, and Rich leads 24-13. Set point in the Rolene Kennedy set number 1. Amber Smith, almost an ace. It's passed up front, then pushed over with a heel of the hand, Alyssa Richens. Kiera sets it up high and outside. Peart hits, blocked, out of bounds. Rebels win 25-13 on the Stacy's repair scoreboard. Quick work of the North Summit Braves in set 1 for the Rebels. 25-13 the victory. The teams start to leave the court, but a little discussion here, and I think this may be the point discrepancy that I saw earlier, where the Rebels got were given 2 points on the scoreboard, and it was an extra point. It was right at, I think, 10-4. It jumped to 11-4 after 1 Rebel point, so Rich may have to play 1 more point. Scoreboard remains at 24-13. I thought they would have corrected it by now, but the match moving along so quickly, I think they just didn't have time to get that score updated. They're discussing it now at the scores table. And while they do that, let's thank Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Gary and Amber McKee sponsoring our camera today. It's the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. We've got a bunch of Rebel fans right down in front of me, the Smiths, the Larsons, and others, and some fans of Rich High School across the way as well. And our camera, again, presented by Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for beachfront room with a view, maybe a secluded mountain retreat, a winter or summer recreation headquarters, they've got all kinds of timeshare options, and it's not just the traditional, 13th part. There are lots of other options that you can look into with BearLakeRealty.com. Visit Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. So the discussion still going on, and I think, well, I'm not going to speculate. We'll just see what happens here. Both teams still out on the court. The Rebels had scored a point. Both teams thought it was over. They both started to head toward to the other side of the net. But again, it was 10-3. The Rebels scored, or no, it was 10-4. The Rebels scored, and 2 points were put on the scoreboard. I had noticed that, thought that it should not have been quite the final, the end of the set. And now what they end up doing is they give North Summit a point. It makes it 24-14. Maybe a Rebel was out of rotation. Not sure what it was. Either way, North Summit gets a point. It's 24-14, still set point for the Rebels. This first set brought to you by Rolling Kennedy. Hunter Vernon serves. Hopkin, nice pass up front. Kiera sets high left side for Peart. She's stuffed on the block. Rebels keep it alive and push it over. Hopkin with a good push attack. Set up high left side, and the hit by Richens. Rebels diving dig, can't get underneath it. 24-15, Braves still alive. We thought the Rebels had the win, but not quite yet. Still set point. Rich needs just 1 point. This would be an unbelievable comeback if the Braves were able to pull it off. They would need at least 9 more consecutive points. That would be 11-0 run at set point if they were able to do it. Hunter Vernon serves, and there's a good continuation. A service ace. Rebels receive shanked off to the side, 24-16. Set point, Rolling Kennedy's set number 1. Vernon, she's got a strong running jump serve. Smith passes up front. Kiera sets high left side for Peart. Hits down the line, punched back over the net to the up official, and there's the final score of the set 1. 25-16, Rebels win on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Set 1 is brought to you by Rolling Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Risha Larson, and you're tuned in to Rich High School Volleyball action on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and online at mylocalradio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming has teamed up with the Riverton Golf and Country Club to bring you great golf getaway packages for the whole family. Come for a couple of days, golf, eat, relax, tour the Wind River Indian Reservation, and enjoy the Native American tribal dancers. Pet rooms are available so you can bring the whole family and stay. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Back underway, the beginning serve brought to you by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. Braves get a quick return attack and hit it down the line. Rebels shank it backwards, and North Summit leads 1-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard here in the town of Woodruff. Second set. Smith passes up front. Kiera sets left side. Hopkin hits cross court in there, just on the line. I'm looking down the line, and that looked out, but we'll take the call of in. I'm a lot further away than the line judge, and the Rebels are tied at 1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard after that Bear Lake Realty kill from Hopkin. Julia. Talisha Larson with the serve. Away from us. Good movement. Vernon gets a decent pass. Set up in the middle. Murdoch hits way long. I think that one hit the back wall before it found the floor, and Rich leads 2-1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Vernon on the back line. Rebels up front have Hopkin, and Grohl. Bumped high after the Larson serve. Slapped across. Talisha reaches out, keeps it alive. Kiera set left side. Julia hits down the line. Deflected and bumped to the back bleachers, or to the back gating, and it's 3-1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A Bear Lake Realty kill for Julia Hopkin. Rebels took the first set 25-16. Second set is brought to you by Town of Woodruff. Talisha serves. Set up a back set, hit cross court, out of bounds. Good idea by Kennedy McQueen, but she misfired. 4-1 Rebels on top on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Keep in mind there's a North Summit team that beat Enterprise. Talisha serves into the net, an error. Makes it 4-2. North Summit team that lost only to Panguitch yesterday. North Summit team that won the state title last year. A couple different players, or a couple players graduated, of course, but a lot of the same girls back. The Rebels set it up high outside for Julia Hopkin, and she cracks it into the block. It's deflected out of bounds. And the Rebels lead 5-2 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Kiara Grohl serves. Bumped high in the air by Tisha Richens. It's an overpass. Rebels slap it back down, then bumped right back over. And a Brave in the net. 6-2, I believe, was the call. The Brave in the net. Kiara serves again. Bumped up front. Good pass by Peterson. Set up Hunter Vernon. Hits it down the line off the block, out of bounds. Off the Rebels. 6-3. It's a dangerous rotation for the Braves with Vernon up front. Up there with Tisha Richens and I believe Kennedy Lamont. Serve into the net, Brecklin Murdoch. Rebels lead 7-3 after the service error. Rebels had 4 aces, no errors in the first set. Julia Hopkins serves, bumped high, set up across. Hunter Vernon high and outside, hits it hard. Smith with a big high dig at the net. Kiara bumps, Sydney Hopkins hits and she's stuffed. Julia digs it up. Rich keeps it alive. Peart hits. She's blocked. Julia is there again. Sydney. Then Peart again hits cross court. Dug up by Murdoch. Pass up front. Set in the middle. Hit down in the back on the back line. And Tisha Richens with the big hit. 7-4. Braves within 3 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Again, the Rebels took the first set 25-16 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Here's the serve receive. Peart passes high. Kiara sets high and outside for Peart, who hits, blocked, deflected, bumped out of bounds. Several touches there for Hannah Lemon on the block. 8-4, Rebels with the lead. Berlick Realty kill for Savannah Peart. Smith with the serve, a lot of movement on that thing. Decent pass up front. Vernon pushes to the back, and Kiara passes. Risha sets high left side for Peart, who hits it a little bit low into the net. 8-5. Rebels jumped out to a 10-3 lead in the first set. Never looked back, winning 25-16. Hunter Vernon back around in the rotation, serving toward us at mylocalradio.com. Julia Hopkins, what great court awareness. That one, she was backing up, and then just let it sail right past her, right over her head, and out of bounds. Service error. Rebels return the favor with a service error that goes wide, close to the North Summit bench. 9-6. Rich with no service errors in the first set. 2 already here in the second set. And another service error. Teams just trading errors. 9 make it 10-6. Rebels on top after the latest North Summit error. They'll set it up, slap it across. Risha digs. Kiara sets left side. Julia Hopkins hits cross court. Dug up by Richens. Tisha goes up front. They set it up in the middle. Hit long by Murdoch. Brecklin Murdoch misfires. It's 11-6. Rich with the lead here in set 2, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Again, if we get to a third set, it will be brought to you by Rich County. The way this is going, I don't know if we'll get there. Kiara sets left side. Hopkins, she's blocked. She keeps it in the air, though. Kiara dump set, and it's bumped high. Set up high left side. Hit cross court. Peart is there. Kiara goes a long ways to get to that pass, and then bumped over by Julia. Set up high and outside again. Hit is way long by Kennedy McQueen. I said it's Kennedy. 12-6, Rebels doubling up the Braves. Savannah Peart serves down the line, bumped high. This would be the first time in 6 matches that the Rebels have beaten North Summit. They've lost 5 in a row against the Braves. As the Braves hit another one long, a hitting error puts the Rebels up 13-6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Timeout, we'll take 1-2 on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the 4th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
Again, a quick timeout. Rebels come out. Peart serves. It's off the top of the net. Rolls to the floor. A Circle H Land Cattle Company ace for the Rebels, leading 14-6. Rebels set it up, serve it again, and the return attack by Rich Hopkins touches it down the line. Boy, the placement on that attack is just perfect. It had to be right there on the line. That's where she got it. Bear Lake Realty kill, and then another service ace from Savannah Peart makes it 16-6. That's Savannah's second ace in 3 serves. Circle H Land and Cattle Company ace. Peart serves again, just about an ace, but the Braves able to set it up. Kiera Grohl digs the attack. Risha, then Hopkin hits cross court, and it's bumped high and behind McQueen out of bounds. 17-6, Rebels leading on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Now I'm getting curious how North Summit did, what the score was in that loss to Penguich yesterday. We'll look that up here in a second. Set and hit. Smith bumps it up into the bleachers. A nice attack by the Braves with the side out, makes it 17-7. But that was a big run. That was an 8-0 run for the Rebels after an error by Rich. And it started with an error by North Summit. Overpass from Rich makes it 17-8 after the Braves go up and knock it down. Penguich and North Summit, let's see, 25-19, 25-22. Penguich won in 2 sets over the Braves. Kiera sets high left side. Hopkin hits, she's stuffed, but Rich digs it and keeps it in the air. Peart pushes it across. Bumped high by Murdoch, set high left side, back off her back foot. Peart digs it over the net to the back row. Vernon is there, set up in the middle again. Murdoch, and she hits back line. Smith punches it to keep it in the air, but no Rich Rebel can get to it after that. And that'll make it 17-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And now will Rich call for a timeout? I believe they will. We'll take a quick one as well on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for. Braves serve. Rebels set up the attack. Hopkin was blocked. Rich kept it alive, bumped it over, and the Braves set up the attack. They hit. Hopkin blocks it out of bounds. 17-10. Braves with the serve. It's Gracie Peterson. Rebels return it, bump over, and it's bumped right back. Risha passes left side. Julia pushes to the back corner. Passed up front, set in the middle for Murdoch. Her little hook shot slap is deflected, kept in the air by Rich. Hopkin dump sets it over. Bumped right back to Rich, set up in the middle. Talisha touches it across the net right in front. That was a great attack by Talisha Larson. Bear Lake Realty kill puts the Rebels on top 18-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. And Talisha Larson serves. Good pass, set up in the middle, hit between the block. Sydney Hopkin and Kiera Grohl not quite close enough to each other. And I think it was Murdoch who hit it between the two. Serving is Kennedy McQueen. Rebels set it up left side. Hopkin hits right in front of McQueen at her feet. She couldn't get down and dig it up. It's 19-11. Bear Lake Realty kill. If you're looking for a beachfront room with a view, secluded mountain retreat, or any number of timeshare options, buy now and start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Service by Kiera Grohl, too long. One bounce into the bleachers about 4 rows back. And a service error. Just the third of the match for the Rebels. Makes it 19-12. Rich on top. Richfield and Penguich getting set to face off on court number 1 as Hopkin hits. It's blocked, kept in the air. That one hung on the top of the net for a moment. And then the Braves bumped it over. Sydney Hopkin hits back row just a little too long. She tried to loop it over the defense and hit it just a bit too far. 19-13. That's a great idea. I like that idea by Sydney. Just looped it a little too far. Murdoch with the serve. She's got a strong serve, and Hopkin can't, or not Hopkin, but Smith can't control it. 19-14, and now the Rebels have got to gather themselves. That's the second service ace of the match for the North Summit Braves. Finish this one out, Rebels. Smith with a diving dig to keep it alive on the serve receive. Then Hopkin hits. It's blocked right back to Rich. Kiera, long set left side. Hopkin hits down the line over the block right through the hands of Gracie Peterson, who was the defender back behind the blockers. Bear Lake Realty kill, 20-14. Rich needs 5 more points to win this match against North Summit. Again, if they can win this one, they'd probably put themselves in the gold bracket for single elimination tournament later on this afternoon. But another service error. Rebels with 2 service errors in a row makes it 20-15. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 errors in this second set after no errors in the first set. Hannah Lemon, junior setter, serves. Rebels receive, get a good pass. Kiara sets left side. Peart hits cross court, too long. Was it deflected? No, it was Or was it? No, it was not. 20-16. Braves within 4. Rebels need a good attack here. Oh, I think they reversed that and said it was deflected. I thought it was. And they say it was, indeed. Amber Smith serves. Passed off to the side, but they get a good set back in the middle. Hit blocked by the Rebels on the Richens hit. Rich sets it up for Peart. Hit cross court. Vernon digs. Hit to the back line. Smith with a nice dig. Set it up, and Peart hits again. Deflected and kept in the air. Bumped out to the side. Vernon punches it over. Nice lunging punch. Risha passes left side. Peart slaps it over. Passed up front. Set up near the middle. Not a good set. Rebels tipped it across. Vernon punches it back. Rich scrambling, and Hopkin will bump it to the back corner. Pass up front by Lemon. Set up in the middle. Hit blocked by Rich, and they keep it in the air. Kiara sets left side. Peart hits blocked to the floor. What a stuff by the North Summit defense. 21-16. Rebels up by 5, needing 4 points to close this match out. Hunter Vernon running jump serve. Hopkin, nice pass up front. Kiera sets high left side for Peart. Hit down the line between the block. Bumped and bumped over. What a diving dig by Hannah Lemon, but they called some kind of, I didn't see what the indication from the official was, but it's a point for Rich, which leads 22-16. Pretty serve from Risha Larson. Bumped way outside and pushed into the net. That was not a good serve or set by, and then Kennedy McQueen just couldn't do anything with it. 23-16. That was started by Risha Larson's fantastic serve, and now she serves a bit long. Another service error for Rich. 23-17. Errors are keeping the Braves in this match. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. It's 23-12 without those 5 service errors by Rich. Smith, good pass up front. Kiara sets left side. Talisha hits out to the back corner, and Vernon lunges out and keeps it alive. Set up, hit, diving or lunging dig by Hopkin goes over the net. They set it up again for Murdoch in the middle. Stuffed by Savannah Peart. Epic recreation block of the game. Set up outside, hit down the line. Risha digs it up. Kiara sets in the middle. Peart pushes, punched back, bumped over. No, not quite over, and the Rebels get the point. 24-17, set and match point for the Rebels. There's your J-Bar dig of the game from Savannah. Mark that down real quick as Savannah serves. Set up, hit down the line. Nope, on the net. Rebels win 25-17 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. A 2-0 win over the North Summit Braves, last year's 2A state champs. Rebels get the better of the Braves this time, 25-16, 25-17. Your Mountain Valley Cattle Company postgame shows coming up, including the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. The second set brought to you by the Town of Woodruff Mayor Bull Holman, council members Hugh Holman, Audrey Jessen, Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, and clerk Lisa Bell.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cash Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment, repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch, Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
Hi there. Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Matches moving fast this morning. That match, Rich versus North Summit, was scheduled to start 9 minutes from now, it's over. The Rebels win in 2, 25-16, 25-17. Welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Time for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. 113 Front Street in Evanston. After taking down Beaver on Saturday morning first thing, the Rebels faced the North Summit Lady Braves, defending 2A state champs, versus the defending 1A state champs. The Rebels had not beaten North Summit for 5 consecutive times. I think it's been 3 years, and North Summit had beat Rich 5 matches in a row. Rebels would turn that around on Saturday morning. Jumped out to a 5-2 lead in set number 1 and cruised from there. The Rebels really had a strong first set, 4 aces, no errors, and Rich won the first set 25-16. Second set, Rebels were on top 9-6, went on an 8-0 run to make it 17-7. Savannah Peart had 2 aces in that little stretch there, and Rich went on to win. North Summit battled back late, scored a few points, but Rich still took the second set 25-17 to beat North Summit 25-16, 25-17. Rich improves to 2-0, and now if they can have a good performance against Enterprise in the final match of pool play this morning, Rich would put themselves in the gold bracket in the single elimination tournament coming up this afternoon. That may be this morning, the way things are moving along. Rich beats North Summit into 25-16, 25-17. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Gourmet sandwiches fresh and fast every day. Stay tuned. The Mound Valley Cattle Company postgame show continues after the break. We'll have the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital postgame highlights and the Laziest Ranching Roundup calendar right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Founded in 1997, the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School. The Mound Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. The same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
Welcome back. Post game, the Rebels beat North Summit 25-16, 25-17. Post game is brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, and it's time for some post game highlights presented by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. That's Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. The Rebels, boy, they're just playing well right now, and I expected a tougher match against North Summit, to be honest with you. North Summit, which beat Enterprise today. They lost a close match against Penguins yesterday, 25-19 and 25-22. They just, when Coach Stewart said it, she told me in the pregame interview, when Vernon is on the back row, they don't have much else. And give Brecklin Murdoch some credit. She had a couple of kills. Kennedy McQueen had a couple, but other than Hunter Vernon, the attack is inconsistent for North Summit, and the Rebels took advantage of that. Rich, so consistent in all rotations. There's no drop-off. When Hopkins on the back row, Peart and Larson and Sidney Hopkins will be up there hitting balls. When Julia is up front, the Rebels are almost unstoppable. They're so consistent, so solid at every position. It's just a fun team to watch. Great volleyball players from the Rich Rebels who win again in 2. Risha Larson had 2 aces in the first set. Amber Smith had the J-Bar Excavation dig of the game. Well, had one candidate for the dig of the game in the first set. That helped the Rebels go up 10-3. Savannah Peart had a J-Bar Excavation dig of the game candidate late in the second set that put the Rebels on top 24-17. The J-Bar Excavation dig of the game brought to you by J-Bar Excavation, quality work on all kinds of projects. The Epic Recreation block of the game, I'm going to say, came from, where was that? Oh, I didn't mark it down. So I think it was Savannah Peart had a block about midway through the second set, part of an 8-0 Rebel run. Or maybe it was, boy, I'm failing on this one. I apologize. But Rebels had they didn't have to set up a lot of blocks because of how good the serve receive, how good the attack was today. But Epic, the block of the game is brought to you by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. Our camera today is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. Beginning serve of each set by the station in Randolph and Kills, presented by Bear Lake Realty, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. That wraps up our postgame highlights and stats, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. This thing is moving right along quickly. Next up is North Summit versus Beaver. That was supposed to start an hour from now. It's starting now, and Rich will be the match after that. Rich versus Enterprise. That was supposed to be at 1:30. I imagine we'll go on air at about noon for that match, so make sure to keep it tuned here. Rich versus Enterprise coming up in a few minutes on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. A little more of the postgame show coming up, the Laziest Ranching Roundup calendar, when we return here on KDQ and MyLocalRadio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210. When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. Back on the Mound Valley Cattle Company post-game show. Rebels will face Enterprise next after beating up on Beaver this morning, 25-18, 25-14, and then taking down North Summit for the first time in a couple of years. Last time Rebels beat the Braves was in 2013, a 3-0 win. But they beat them this morning, 25-16 and 25-17. Which will take on Enterprise. And I imagine with the rate, the pace that this tournament is going, Rich versus Enterprise was scheduled to be at 1:30 this afternoon. That's going to be more around 12:15 or so. I think we'll go on air right around noon, so that's 30 minutes from now, Rich versus Enterprise. That's what's coming up on our Laziest Ranching Roundup calendar. If you're looking for Mountain View or Lyman volleyball, Lyman takes on Cody this afternoon at noon. You can watch that on MyLocalRadio.com. Also, Mountain View versus Riverton today at 3. Looking ahead just real briefly to next week, it's Rich High School homecoming week. No University of Wyoming football game today as they've got a bye this week and prepare for next Saturday's game at Utah State and then at Boise State, which beat BYU last night. I don't know if that's I'm a BYU fan, but I got to be honest. I don't know if beating BYU is much to talk about this year. Region Cross Country meet is Monday morning. A bunch of Rebels will be going there Monday morning at Murray Park, 11 a.m. Good luck to the Rebels cross country team. And Coach Aaron Werflin, new cross-country coach at Rich High School. Wish them the best of luck. Again, the Region Cross-Country meet Monday morning at 11 a.m. at Murray Park. Next week, Rebel Volleyball gets back into it versus Manila at home. We'll have the game on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Rebel freshman volleyball team will also take on Evanston that day, so we'll have a freshman match at 4, then sophomores at 5:15, JV at 6:30, varsity at 8 o'clock. on Thursday night. Friday, the Rebels football team returns home to host Layton Christian in region play, needing a couple more wins to host a first-round playoff game, needing 2 wins exactly. Need to beat Layton Christian and Altamont in the final 2 weeks of the regular season. We'll have the game right here on Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com next Friday, and Rebel Volleyball will take on Duchesne Friday afternoon and Friday evening as well, and we'll have coverage of that following Rebel football versus Layton Christian. That wraps up our Lazy S Ranching Roundup School calendar. That also wraps up our post-game show, brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. I want to thank Kate Bollender back in the studio. Kate will probably be back on in about 30 minutes. We'll plan on that for a pregame show. Keep it tuned here to KADQ as Rich takes on Enterprise shortly here from the Sevier Valley Center and the Richfield Tournament. Rebels with a win 25-16, 25-17 over North Summit. Thanks to my producer back in the studio. Again, Kate Bollender. I'm Ryan STEINECKERT. We'll talk with you again very soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School Rebel Volleyball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's match has been brought to you by these Rebels supporting businesses and individuals: Edwards Furniture in Logan, West Star Printing in Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, T-Bar S Body Shop Technoglass of Evanston, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Briley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jake Hibbert, Chief Photographer, Warren Cook, and production assistants, Kate Bollender and A.J. Lamb. Biggest thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time the Rich High Volleyball team takes the court, go Rebels!